real.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, we have Retro Joe on the show.
How are
Hello,
you,
guys.
Retro Joe?
How's it going?
Fine,
Great.
we were just talking about the Zelda timeline.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, the fucked up timeline that confuses
Hey,
everyone.
hey.
Yeah.
She may be ugly, but she knows her way around a penis. She does it for me.
Wow. Just wow. I think we've got a bit too far into the obscurity that is Morgan's mind. Oh, Jesus. So, Mr. Joe. All right.
Yes.
I think we should get his opinion on what we actually started talking about.
Yeah, we were talking about gaming tattoos
Yes.
and why you would get them or why you would not get them, and are you for or against them?
I think if I would have to get a tattoo, I'd probably have a reset button on the back of my head.
Yes, that sounds epic.
Like, which kind of reset button? Like the Super Nintendo, regular Nintendo, like the slot that you pull down?
Yeah.
Do
You
you
should
know,
just
like,
get that just above your genitals there. Pull.
no,
Aye.
no, instead of reset, you should get the Super Nintendo eject button. Press to eject.
Oh, just above the buttocks.
Yes.
Oh.
That would make some crazy YouTube videos, that thing. Oh, wow. But,
Uh,
yeah, so I'm guessing you're for gaming tattoos.
Yes.
Yes. I'd love to get someone on the show who was against tattoos, but
Yeah.
no one has came on yet.
well, I can say that I'm totally for tattoos of any kind. If you want to get that, you guys seen the penis scorpion tattoo?
Yes, you sent me
Yeah,
that picture the other
yeah.
day.
Like it. I would like to say I'm against it, but I'm not. Um, whatever you want to get, I don't care what it is. I'm for it.
Yeah,
As long as it's not a spur of the moment thing. That may have been a spur of the moment, but who knows? He could love penises. He could love scorpions. Why not make a penis scorpion, right?
why not combine the two? Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. What it is there are some people who are totally against tattoos, and I see their point.
yeah,
You have it forever.
yeah,
You you can get rid of them now, but it's way more painful than getting them.
yeah.
As much as that's hard to believe because of
Laser
how much pain
surgery.
it is. But yeah, it's unbelievably painful, and it doesn't just the pain doesn't last for one day. It lasts for weeks, months. It's a lot of pain. Like I said, I could totally understand why some people are against it.
Yeah,
Gaming tattoos in general, I know that some people would be against it because, well, it's not real, right? Video games aren't real.
yeah. But it's like with mine, like my Sonic and Tails. It's memories. That's why I've got mine. I
Exactly.
That's what because I grew up loving Sonic and Tails, and well, not so much Tails because he's annoying and he gets in the way a lot. Um, oh my god, that's another thing I'm going to thinking about Sonic 4, like Part 2. I'll talk about that in a sec. Anyway, I grew up on Sonic and Knuckles and Tails and all that, and I was like, oh, I want to keep them memories forever. And I can look down at my tattoo and think, oh, I've got this memory, and then remind myself. See, that's why I got my tomahawk and my throwing knife, because when I started YouTube, I was I hate to admit it, Call of Duty guy.
Yeah,
Right?
I think that there's no shame in that because uh, name a YouTuber that is into gaming and tell me that there's no Call of Duty on their channel.
Yeah, but see, the only reason why I say for it to say because it's like you do get them good Call of Duty videos out there. It's like some people that make really good ones and like they do decent commentaries and everything like that. But it's just YouTube has just become so saturated with that stuff now. It's like um
It's just because it's became so easy to do
Yeah,
that there's no way to separate the good from bad when there's so many people thinking that what they've done has never been seen before.
yeah.
But
Like once you search their video, like 1,000 videos will pop up with the same kind of idea.
yeah, there's I think once every 4 months I may see something that is a different variant of something I've already seen before,
Yeah,
but never do I ever see anything that is totally new.
yeah. See, but anyway, the reason why I got into retro gaming is because obviously I used to collect few games when I used to have my Mega Drive, like as a kid. I used to play on my Master System a lot. Even when I used to play Call of Duty, I was playing on my Master System. If uh,
Yeah,
if I like a rage quit COD, I put on Sonic 2 to chill to just chill my nerves, and then just go back on COD again. But I thought, you know what? I'm not having fun with Call of Duty anymore. It's like, uh, I'll go on it obviously when people ask us to go on. So I'll go on with them because I've still got the games and that. But it's not something I'd pick up and play now. I wouldn't like go, oh, what am I going to play today? I know Call of Duty. I don't think I'd be doing that again. But you know,
yeah, like what I can say is lately I've actually haven't been playing video games, and it I'm not gonna lie, it's been bothering me because it's been such a bit large part of my life for so long, and then I just got disinterested. I almost thought that there was something wrong with me for a while, and then one of my friends let me borrow the new game The Last of Us,
yeah,
and it was so good. I couldn't put it down. I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning some nights playing it. It's so
you have a problem. You have a problem.
yes, like what it was just so rewarding to be
Yeah,
able to play yourself. And the thing is there's nothing wrong with losing interest in video games right now because it's not your fault.
yeah,
Games are crap. The new games that they're making are so simple
yeah,
that like you lose interest in it. You're not working for anything that you can feel proud of.
yeah,
And nowadays that they're so easy, if you screw up, it's not your fault. So you just get mad at it.
yeah,
Whereas, say, the Legend of Zelda series, it's always been, say, a single player,
hmm,
and it's always stuck to the same mechanics. So if you screw up and die, you know it's your fault.
yeah,
Whereas, say, again, Call of Duty, if you screw up, it could be so many different things.
yeah,
Like, you could be the best player in the world, and you could get screwed over by connection. You could
hmm,
get screwed over by hackers. You could get screwed over by just about anything. Your or sorry, I was going to say your PC. Your console may have issues with it, which could affect the other single player games as well,
hmm,
like games that actually have time put into them.
yeah.
But
It could
uh,
also be like you said. It could be your PC because if you're recording constantly,
yeah,
your
that could
capture
slow
device
down.
could be
Yeah,
causing
it could
like uh,
slow down.
frame rate delay.
Yeah, so like what it is we need simple,
Yeah,
but not mentally simple.
yeah,
Like we need a game that will push us,
mm,
which is basically like right now, right this very day.
yeah,
Um, I say The Last of Us is the perfect game. It's got everything we want. It's got zombies, weapon customization, and puzzles, but it's it's perfect because if you die in it, it's your fault.
yeah, yeah.
Um, like it's just knowing that you won't get screwed over.
Hmm. See, also I like see going back to like the retro stuff. I like stuff that has a challenge, like a true challenge. I mean, if anyone is listening to this and has played the Mega Man series, especially Mega Man 2, right? The first time you come across bloody Heatman stage and you face them disappearing blocks, you're like, oh my god, how do I work this out?
There are actually, I've been playing uh, Oracle, The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons, and there's actually a part in that has that taken that idea taken into the game. There's a
Disappearing
part with the
blocks.
disappearing and reappearing blocks, yeah, and it made me think of Mega Man.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not just one game. It's most older games are just technically they're better. They're
Yeah.
not made with a checkpoint every 2 minutes. They're not made with hints every 14 seconds.
Yeah.
Like they're made to push you.
Mhm. By the
And what
way,
do you think, Joe?
what were you playing on what were you playing seasons on?
I'm playing it on the emulated Well,
I've got the real thing. What?
yeah, I know. I've been playing the emulated version on the 3DS. Um, or we've had this discussion at the end of the last podcast. I don't know what to call it, emulated, but the copied over version
Yeah,
on the
I'd
3DS.
call it an emulation.
I just can't. Where I live is so small, I can't find them.
Mm. Anyway,
So,
Joe, you've been relatively quiet.
are you even there? You
Uh,
probably just gave up.
oh, I think he tried to talk and his internet just went, nope, not having it.
Yeah. He must not have that great of internet because we've had technical issues for the past little while, which is why this podcast hasn't been uploaded 2 days ago.
Yeah. But anyway, back to my story when I was talking about my tattoos, like the Sonic 4 thing. Oh my god. Right. I understand the concept of Tails. He is a sidekick. Now, it's like, obviously, to rival Luigi from Mario.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, Tails is just like a little bit updated version of Luigi. He's like, but to me, when you're playing a, see when Sonic 2 came out, he was a little bit of an asset. He couldn't die. That was amazing, right? So if you
Hmm.
plugged in a second controller, you could literally breeze through any boss. Basically, you just have Tails destroy the boss for you, and you're done. You don't really have to lose any rings or any lives or anything.
Yeah.
But but you didn't have to use them. It was just an option.
Yeah, which is good. We
Yeah,
like option.
but in Sonic 4, like Part 2, you have to use Tails in certain bits. So it's like, what? Why do I have to use Tails? I don't like using Tails because he I want to be Sonic playing fast gameplay. That's what I want. I don't want this carrying Sonic through these stages. It was so annoying to me. And
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
rather have the option to take the Tails path or take a different path involving just Sonic.
yeah, it is nice to have a variation in game, but like the idea of a Sonic game is go fast.
Yeah,
Right. So they did limit it a little bit, but they limited by giving variation and not a choice.
yeah.
And I believe Retro Joe is back.
Hello.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
So, what were we? What were we gonna ask him about?
Uh,
I
I
forgot.
don't
Well,
quite
I just wanted
remember.
to brush up on, on the Call of Duty stuff we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The
Like basically saying how if you played Call of Duty, did you get bored of it?
It wasn't that. It was just that I thought I was fighting for my KD ratio rather than actually having fun.
Yeah.
If you, it's like if you start off and you're pretty shit at first and
Yeah.
you're like 100 kills down, the whole game is trying to get back up to like a KD
Yeah.
ratio, and it's like I thought it was pretty shit to be honest.
Strong words from
Yeah.
Joe.
But I had to go on the Medal of Honor Allied Assault online a couple of weeks ago, like the old one.
Yeah.
And I think I had more fun on that because it didn't really matter anymore.
Yeah.
Like there were still like 30 people in the server, and everyone were just running around, just shooting each other, having fun and shit.
Yeah.
Whereas on Black Ops, you whinge, don't you? If you get killed, you like shout "fuck" and throw your pad at the wall, or whatever.
Yeah.
You've got to shoot him in the legs to kill him and stuff like that. It's like, I've just shot you in the face. Why aren't you fucking dying?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
see,
myself have actually never played the older Medal of Honor. How is it?
It's the Allied Assault is probably the best World War II game I think going.
Mm.
It's
Oh,
just
okay.
awesome. I think it's worth definitely a buy anyway. It's just
so,
excellent.
so is there any sort of demo out for it?
Um, there should be one out there, but I think you can pick it up for about £5 now over here,
All right. Okay.
with Spearhead as well, the add-on. So
Oh, that's a
cheap.
topic we can talk about. So Joe, have you heard of the new price updates at Game in the UK?
Oh no, I haven't though.
Apparently the what's his name? The CEO of Game had recently announced that new games will cost them £55.
Like wholesale, like
Like they will sell it for more than that. They have to buy it for £55 new.
oh, they're chatting bullshit.
Yeah. Basically,
Well,
I think what he's trying to mean is like game buy a single copy for £55 and then probably going to sell it on for 60 or something.
yeah.
Yeah, well, the cases cost about 7p, and the paper costs about 1p. The disc at least is like 13 quid,
Yeah.
and it costs whatever the developers want to charge, but 55 quid for a wholesale game is bollocks. Because they're buying them in bulk anyway, aren't they? So it's going to be cheaper to
Yeah.
sell.
Hmm.
But I think he's just scared of putting up his prices and he's just lying just to make it sound
Yeah.
better.
The the issue is like that's too much. Like that's equivalent for the Canadian and American viewers. That's $80. That's a little over $80
Yeah.
plus day one DLC that they take out of the game. So now that they're still doing day one DLC, they are bumping up the price and taking parts out of the finished game so that they can sell you even more. So they're selling you a basically most of a finished game for $80 and then trying to sell you the rest for even more.
It reminds me of Sonic 06. Trying to sell you a finished game. It's like that game is like an alpha at most. No.
Well, I'm just thinking if it's an excuse to, get a digital switch over, like to make people, they're basically killing the disc, aren't they?
Trying to, I
That's
think.
that's what it sounds like. It sounds like they're killing the disc off.
They're trying to make everything digital.
Yeah, so they put up the price of the disc, so the cheaper option would then be to download it. But I don't know.
Yeah,
£55. What the hell?
yeah, and that's not like a complete version. That's like the regular version that I would go out and pay $60 for. Now that's expensive enough. And now they're selling what they used to sell for 60, now for 80, and they're still it's the exact same. Like originally they just started taking things out. Say 2005. You'd buy a game and you get the whole game. Say
Yeah,
$60. Now, like a week ago, you would buy a game for $60. They would take parts out and then sell that to you. That's still annoying enough. And in the very near future, it's going to be they're still taking things out and charging you even more for it.
the jokers.
Don't think that's a good idea.
No.
I'd rather buy like a. Why would you pay for something that isn't complete? It's like buying what? It's like, uh, can I buy a new car? Yes, you can. We're not going to give you the wheels. You'll have to pay for your wheels. What's the
Yeah.
point?
Yeah, that's
Well,
right.
do you guys watch Francis? I can't think of his channel name, but like he said, uh, oh Boogie 969, I think it is. He said that he bought the digital download of a game that came with all the DLC.
Yeah.
Now, it's right now to buy it with all the DLC. It's $109.
Right.
After the price upgrades, um, they're assuming, most people are assuming, and I think it is safe to assume that if they're bumping up the price of the game, they're probably going to bump up the price of DLC as well.
Yeah.
So he says that $109 game that he just bought in 2 months from now will be $160.
That's ridiculous. Now. See, this is why I like Steam.
I think it.
Steam do really good sales. I
Yeah,
mean,
especially the summer sales.
yeah, they did the rapid fire one a couple of days back,
Yeah.
and there were like new prices every 8 hours, I think it was, instead of every day or something. Um, my friend got Final Fantasy X digital download for £6, but it was right reduced the first day to £10, and then it got reduced again to six, which is not it's not bad if you think
No.
about it.
That's not bad. Like I'm not trying to say that brand new games should be that price. That is not what I'm trying to say, and I want that to be very clear.
Yeah,
But giving us not only a not finished game, but charging us more for a not finished game than what we were spending for a finished game,
yeah,
that's not only stupid, it's disrespectful.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
We
robbery.
are the people who are giving you our money for your work. Why are you making us pay more for less?
Mm. And also, this will bring us on to a topic in the next podcast zone episode, the official the gaming news thing about Nintendo.
Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely do want to be there for that. So,
Yeah.
But at the moment, I'm gonna. Sorry about this, but I am literally gonna go to the toilet. You two just chat amongst yourselves
oh,
while.
you're not going to take us with you?
Um, I,
Picture it didn't happen.
What full experience?
I'll leave my mic on if you want.
All right, you want to put Lucy in there?
Yeah.
All right,
I'll be back in a sec.
all right. So to the original topic where we were talking about tattoos, do you have any?
Oh no,
No, okay. Do you plan on getting any?
just that one. What I mentioned, the reset button.
Oh, okay. When do you plan on getting it? Or do you not even have a clue?
I don't have a clue, but it will
Oh,
happen one day.
okay. What are your opinions on emulated games? And I don't mean like the way that I've been talking about them, like where they're system emulated. I mean like PC emulated.
Well, some games are quite hard to get hold of nowadays. You know, like some old Master System games. If you want to play them, I don't find it, as bad because what can you do if you haven't got another choice? If you can't get the game, you're gonna have to find another way to play it.
Yeah.
And like if you, even when people make videos, like long plays of stuff, the save states can help them out in a sort of way. Like when I were playing, I've done a recording on Bomberman. I had to type
Okay.
password every time I stopped and get up to the point to record again, and that could be a pain in the ass. If you look at the video, you can see me score changing every time
Yeah.
there's a new video. So I think it does have its advantages, but if you really want the proper experience, I think you can't beat the originals.
Yeah, like that's basically my opinion is I lean more towards not playing emulators because like the game isn't meant to be played on a PC. Like for example, my from my experience, I don't know if this is true or not, but I believe that probably the most emulated game was probably the handheld Pokemon games.
I was just about to mention that's the only emulated game I've ever played.
Yeah, one of the most emulated games that I know. A lot of websites that do emulations, they list the numbers of times that people have downloaded the emulations. For Pokemon Emerald alone, that had 11 million emulated downloads.
Well,
I don't know if that's true or not because that seems a little high, but it was their number one most emulated thing.
yeah,
And my opinion is Pokemon games, because I am a very large Pokemon fan myself.
yeah,
I don't believe that people should play emulators for Pokemon specifically because it's not the same. Pokemon is a game where it became popular because of how social it was. You had to play with other people to finish the game. And not only did you have to, it was a lot of fun to battle, to trade, and whatnot. With most emulations, a the you can't trade. It's a single player experience.
yeah,
So in turn, unless you're cheating, you can't like you can't finish it.
yeah,
Another thing is how easy it is to cheat.
yeah,
Um, Most people they're just going to be tempted to cheat, and I'm a person who's totally against cheating in video games. I don't even whenever I'm playing a new game, I won't even look up uh, let's plays or anything if I know I'm going to play it, such as The Last of Us, because I knew it was going to be a good game and I didn't want to ruin it for myself, whether I was going to have to work for it or not. Um, Being able to have to work for something enables you to learn some sort of discipline from it, and you can learn to respect it.
yeah,
And if you're using an emulator where you can cheat so simply, or even just the thing where you can run faster, you can speed up the clock so
yeah,
your person just runs from one side to the other. That bothers me.
yeah,
I don't think that if you say, "Oh yeah, I'm such a large Pokemon fan, I've emulated Emerald," and I'm just say, "Well, you're not a Pokemon fan, you're a Pokemon emulator fan because they play so differently."
yeah.
And I believe Johnny's back.
I have been back for a while.
Yes, I
I
just
I
checked the
haven't been to the
chat.
toilet for that long. I've just
Yeah.
been listening to the emulation story. Now,
Uh,
what I was going to say about emulated Pokemon games, I have played emulated games. Obviously, to to play the game. Say if I find out about a game that I didn't know about, like just before, I just found out that there was a Mega Man on the N64,
yeah, yes.
and I did not know that. Being a Mega Man fan, I did not know that, and it's a bit weird. But I wanted to find out what that game is about, and so what I did is I downloaded the emulation and I tried it out. It's basically just a trial run for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Also, I do use emulators to play hacked versions of games.
Well,
Like,
that's fine. There's no other way to play it.
yeah, because I on my channel, I have a series going playing this hack called Sonic 2 Built, which allows a homing attack into like a dash kind of thing from like Sonic Generations, but in Sonic 2, and it's actually it's a pretty good game. I quite like it.
Yeah.
Sudden silence.
Thought my mic went off there.
Another thing that I dislike, I have a friend who had downloaded Pokemon Platinum and Pokemon Emerald, and numerous times, I don't know why he didn't just give up, but numerous times, I'm assuming we have all played Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he went to the Elite Four and system crashed.
Oh.
So he played the entire game again immediately after. He didn't quit. Immediately restarted, knowing that emulators do that. And he got to the Elite Four again, and I think he said he was at the first one, and then he had to get off, so he saved it. But whenever he opened it again, the save file was completely gone.
Yeah.
So he quit that, and then he switched to the other Pokemon, but and used a different emulator, and same thing happened. I think that emulators will, if you go into playing an emulator expecting that you're playing the game that you're emulating, you can ruin it for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, if you get mad because emulator crashes a bunch, whereas I believe that for the most part, Nintendo's handhelds have a really great save feature that I've never had an issue with Nintendo's. I've had like a Mad Catz memory card, but that's not like directly licensed by Nintendo. It's a third party system or a third party hardware which crashed for me all the time when I had a GameCube. But if you go into it thinking that you're going to play the game, you're going to ruin it for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, when I sometimes play the emulators, it does crash a lot, but um, it usually crashes like at the end of the game for some reason.
Exactly. It's like it almost reaches a limit.
Yeah. So, bit of a
Some PCs are stronger than others, so they'll be able to handle them, and
yeah.
some emulators are stronger than others, so they will be able to handle them. But for the most part, the people who can't afford the consoles that they need to play the games are using these emulators. Those kind of people who can't afford the consoles are the people who can't afford the very strong computers. So in turn, they're buying a low-end computer
Mm.
and running either a high-end emulator, which will crash because your computer can't handle it, or a low-end emulator, which your computer can handle, but because it's low-end, it crashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Also,
in turn, you're just basically screwed.
mm. Also another thing about the Pokemon, I've got a little fact
Okay.
for our listeners about Pokemon. Um, Exclusively in Pokemon Silver and Gold, if you put your name as Vicious, right, when you start, if you pick Totodile at the start, you will automatically get a level 100 Mewtwo. It's
And
it's
which emulator is this?
it's not an emulator. It's actual game.
Really?
It is. It's real. It's true. Got a
I've
video of
seen.
it on my channel. It is. It's honestly, you put Vicious as your name, pick Totodile, and then it'll say you've received Totodile. Would you like to give a nickname to the Mewtwo you have received? It actually does do that. It's true. So if I ever go on about Vicious has a level 100 Mewtwo, it's completely true. It's not false.
Yeah. I believe you.
Oh, you should go and watch that video, everyone. It's a good little
I'm,
video.
I'm sure there'll be an annotation on the screen,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Well,
The
About
description.
uh, 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 now. Now
now,
it's gone.
and then there'll be a picture here, 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 and here, and then a big one here.
Hey, how big?
Very big, bigger
So
than
big
the
that all you see is pickle,
pickles.
pickles on the screen. There's a bunch of pickles.
Yes. No, but
Yeah.
it was bigger than the 16:9, just slightly though.
I like to 16 by 9 you, and by 16 I don't mean teen.
Legal. Well,
Wow.
it's rare anyway.
There we go. There's another bit of obscurity from Mr. Morgan.
Yeah, I'm all about the penis. Oh, sorry. I'll pull out faster next time.
Just to clarify, Morgan isn't gay.
For now.
Just he's just very comfortable with his sexuality, I guess.
Hey, no one's straight. They just haven't met the right man yet.
He's a lesbian.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. True colours coming out.
A bunch of colors.
Rainbow. Uh,
That reminds me, have you guys ever played Red Faction 2?
Which one was that? Was that before Gorilla?
I don't know. It was the one with Mr. Toots.
Well, no. Can't
Played the
Okay,
do that.
original.
you do know who Mr. Toots is?
I don't.
No.
Okay, it's probably. I don't know if it's. I've never played it, but I've seen gameplay with him. I don't know if it is DLC or a reward for finishing the game, but it's a unicorn that you place over your shoulder, and he farts rainbow beams like a laser beam. And the best part of it is, since you have him over your shoulder, his face is facing the camera, and whenever you use him, he screams. It's probably the best thing on the internet right now.
No, that's a false statement. Best thing on the internet is the podcast zone. Get that?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
that's
Yes. How could I be so blind?
Yes. Oh God. Anyway, I think this has been a decent little chit chat that we've had.
I believe it has.
Yep. So, what I would like to suggest to the listeners is, what is your opinions on gaming tattoos and emulators? What do you think about them? So, if you have a comment, positive or negative, doesn't matter which one, leave them in the comments below, and we will check them out. And yeah,
First person to say they want to emulate a tattoo gets blocked.
or a Margaret Thatcher tattoo.
oh no,
Margaret
I've
Thatcher.
seen someone on the TV that has the face of Margaret Thatcher in an ice cream tattooed on his leg. It looks weird.
I want to
Was
see
it
a game with a
fish?
zombie Margaret Thatcher in it.
I don't
Oh,
think that'll be hard. I don't know what she looks like, so sure she's
Zombie.
ugly.
She looks like a zombie.
she does now. Oh
All
well.
right. Well, I think we should say toodles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast zone, which is just my channel,
If you
basically.
like it. Which, of course, you do. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Um. So yeah, I think we should say bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.